Hey everyone, this is Sugandha and you're watching Ready for SS English and I hope so you know me, right? If you don't know me then you can have a look on my main channel from description box that is ready to get update. Okay? This is a sub channel in which I would be uploading the sessions in English language because many followers, many subscribers were repeatedly asking me for adding subtitles to my videos, to my sessions, but that wasn't easy for me. So I thought that why not to start a new channel in English language. Fine. So I hope so that you all will be supporting me and one thing you could do to support me is that you can subscribe this channel, okay, and do hit the bell icon so that you could get the notifications whenever your requested sessions are being uploaded, right? So let's get started. And today we would be discussing the recruiter calling script, which was the most demanding session on my main channel. So today we would be discussing about HR recruiter calling a candidate, and I have already discussed in Hindi language in my on my main channel. If you wanted to hear, if you wanted to see that one, then you can. If you wanted to listen that how I explained it in Hindi language, then you can have a look from there. But if you're willing to know in English language, then yes, here I am. Okay. So now HR recruiter would be calling a candidate and the job profile is for digital marketing executive or it could be any as per your requirement, right? Now HR stands for any position of HR like HR executive, HR recruiter, HR journalist or any HR designation, right? And CND will stand for candidate to whom we are calling for the first time. Okay, so let's get started. So first is obviously when you're calling someone, you would be saying hello, and the candidate will also be saying hello, right? Now HR can say good morning, hi, hello. I'm Sugandha, or I am Sugandha. I'm Sugandha. This is Sugandha. An HR executive, an HR recruiter, an HR from XYZ company, or I'm calling from XYZ company. Here you have to introduce yourself by giving a time wish first, introducing yourself by your name, and telling about your designation and your company, right? Whatever company is this XYZ is just a dummy company I have taken. Okay, now candidate can ask yes, tell me, or hello, or yes, please, yes please, or yes, what is this regarding. Now I have given so many options. If you are a candidate you can use them. If you are an HR then you can get these from the candidate side, right? So you can take a screenshot, you can practice it. Next. Now here as an HR, we can ask, can I talk to Swati or could I talk to Mr. Senior? Now, Mr. Senior means any person who is working on any senior position or on any experience profile. So if you would be asking about a person who is experienced professional, then you can ask by could I talk to Mr. right? Or could I talk to Miss? Either way means male or female, right? And if you wanted to be less polite, if you wanted to sound less polite means normal polite, then you can use can. And otherwise if you wanted to give more respect and more polite, then it could be you can say could I talk to. Okay, and you can say this like this is regarding a job vacancy in our organization. You have to mention that you are calling for a job vacancy. Right now, candidate can say, yes, Swati the side, or I am Swati, or I am sorry, could you please give me your name again? I'm not sure I heard you clearly. Okay, any of the options can be used. I am giving you options so that you could use them as you want, as you wish, and as you like. Okay. So now HR. Swati, this is Sugandha from XYZ company. We have an urgent opening for digital marketing executive. We came across your profile through Naukri.com. Is this time? Is this good time to talk? Or is this right time to talk? Okay. So you can read it again. You can practice it. I will recommend that please do practice this. Otherwise, it will be a story only. Okay. So let's move to the next slide and let's see what will happen next. Here comes and candidate will say yes please, or could you call me after 5 o'clock for this purpose, or I'm glad you called. Would you be able to hold on for a minute while I move to a quieter place? Or just a moment, please. Right? You can use any of these options. If you're a candidate, you can choose any option. Next, HR. Can I call you at 5:30 sharp or 5:30 p.m.? Or yes, of course. Right? Next, candidate. Candidate, yes, 5:30 will be fine. Thanks for calling. HR. As I already told you that we have an opening for digital marketing executive for Delhi location. So are you interested? Now, since HR said yes, of course, since he's okay, candidate wanted to have words with HR. So now HR is explaining why he's calling and what is all about the vacancy. So candidate, yes, I'm interested, or no, I'm not looking for a job change. Okay, you can note these, you can note it down, practice it, read it again, speak again. Okay, because it will be a short or long story if you won't practice it. Okay, practice is really necessary. So take a screenshot, pause it, listen it again, or if you don't want to listen, then you can just have a screenshot and then you can practice again and again. It will be really helpful when you have to call. One thing I wanted to tell you that yes, this is just an idea, this is just for help, this is not a complete script. This you can make so many changes, you could do so many alterations. People say that this, it could be used like this, could be used like this, can should not be used here, could should not be used there, right? So you can do it whatever you like and whatever way you like, whatever your company policy says. Okay, let's see now what HR has to say. So could you tell me your current location, or could you give us any references, means any known person of same profile? Okay, as per candidate you can ask both the questions. Next is candidate. Currently, I'm residing in Delhi or Noida. Now, currently, I'm residing in Delhi or Noida. Candidate is telling about that yes, my current location is Delhi, or it could be Noida or anything, whatever. Next, HR. So, are you comfortable with the location or the relocation? Okay, candidate. Yes, I'm completely okay with relocation, or candidate can say it depends on several things like what package I would be getting and other facilities. Or could you arrange an accommodation? Could you arrange an accommodation near to the organization? Or is there any facility your company is providing related to accommodation? Right. So these could be the questions candidate can ask. You can pause it, you can see it, you can read it, write it, speak it again and again so that you could understand. If you're a candidate, then the same situation could be yours. Okay. Next, let's move on to the next slide. And now here HR is saying, Swati, we do not provide any accommodation from company side, but there are a lot of PGs available or accommodations available near to your company, near to our company. So it will be comfortable for you to find a suitable one for yourself. Now, HR is, convincing the candidate, okay, yes, whatever be the situation, we don't provide the accommodation, but yes, you can get because it's nearby. Okay, now candidate, it's perfectly fine for me. Now candidate is convinced that yes, it's available and I will be comfortable there. Now HR, can you brief me about your profile, or are you currently working somewhere? Now the candidate will tell about his profile. If the candidate is a fresher, then please check the communication part, as in case of freshers, we need to check how the candidate is responding over the call. Okay? So you have to check the communication part if the candidate is fresher. Now, in case of senior profile, they could respond that yes, I'm working, or they're not working, like they left recently or last month, or maybe in last 6 months or 2 months. Okay, it could be anything, whatever the candidate will say. Okay, now let's move to the next slide. Let's see what HR can say now. Can you brief me about your current job or last job? Now, candidate will answer this question, and you have to keep in mind following things. Now, HR has asked, can you brief me about your current job or last job? Now, what we have to consider? what we have to keep in mind, what we have to keep in mind while listening to the candidate. Communication skills. Second, is it matches with JD, that is job description? Is it matches with key skills required to perform your job vacancy? And does candidate sound interested or just answering a phone call? And fifth is, does candidate sounds genuine? Kya either the candidate is sounding genuine or not. Actually, I have used one Hindi word in between because I'm habitual of shooting these sessions in Hindi language. So please excuse me for that. Now, there could be other questions which you can ask as per the situation. Like whatever candidate has answered, you could cross question them. Okay. So please take a screenshot. You have to remember all these things when you're listening to the candidate. Okay. You can take the screenshot and let's move now next HR. Since I already told you that we have an urgent opening, so when can you be available for interview? On weekends or after 2 days? We have an urgent opening, so the HR is asking availability of a candidate. Now, candidate, preferably on weekends, maybe candidate is working or not, but he wanted or she wanted to be available only on weekends, to be interviewed only on weekends. Now, HR, are you comfortable in face to face interview? Candidate, yes, I am, but if it's possible to have a virtual interview initially, then it will be a favor for me. Right, so candidate is asking for a favor, and that is virtual interview. If virtual interview will be there, then it's fine with the candidate. Now, HR. Fine, Swati, I need to check with the client regarding virtual interview. If selected, how soon can you join us? Or if you get selected, when you would join the company? Now, HR is okay with it, but one thing is there. HR has told the candidate that yes, I need to check this with the client. I need to check that that virtual interview could be taken or not, or whether it will be a face to face or a virtual interview. Now, if selected, how soon can you join us? Now, HR is asking if the candidate is selected, how soon she can join us, right? And next is if you get selected or when you would join the company. Same. Okay, I have given two options. You can use any one from the both. Now, candidate, immediately or next week or next month, as my notice period is ending. Okay, I hope so you understood this, and please do take a screenshot, or you can pause here, note it down, read it again, revise it, and you can draft your own as well. Next, candidate, in case of senior profile, candidate can say, I have several projects to wrap up in my current role. I'll plan to give 4 weeks notice to make a smooth transition for my co-workers, or I'm really looking forward to being part of the team. However, I do have some previously scheduled commitments to attend to. After giving notice at my current job, my ideal start date would be after 4 weeks. Okay, so it could be like in case of senior profile, normally it happens that they are not able to move easily. Uh, so they can ask for certain some time, so it could be like this, right? Next is HR. That's fine. Or could you start sooner? Candidate, is there anything you recommend I bring with me to the interview besides copies of resume and references? Now, candidate, you can ask this that besides resume and references, should I need to bring anything, right? So, HR, you need to carry original documents at the time of the interview. If anything else will be there, we will mail you. Okay. Candidate, thanks, it will be grateful. Next. Candidate, one more thing. Now, candidate has one more question. HR, yes. Candidate, I'm interested in finding out who will be interviewing me. Can you please let me know names and job titles? Can you please let me know names and job titles? Now, this could be there. Candidates are interested. If a candidate is a senior professional, then higher chances are that they would be asking you that who will be interviewing them. Okay, so that they could do preparations accordingly, right? And now HR. HR is sure once everything will be finalized, I'll let you know. Candidate, I hope to hear from you soon. HR. Take care. Bye. Candidate. Thanks for calling. Bye. HR. Most welcome. Right. So this is just an idea. This is not a right or wrong script. You can draft your own one. This is just to give you an idea that what kind of questions and what kind of conversations you must do in a cold calling so that you could be able to understand a few things about a candidate when you are calling, right? So I hope so this was clear, and if you have any queries with it, you can post it in the comment box. I would be happy to see, and if it was helpful, then also tell me, right? So thanks for watching. Bye bye.